Hello fan collectors, Braxton the Vintage Fan Man here. So today's video is just going to be a New Year's special, and also Happy New Year's to you guys when this is getting posted. But when I'm making this is actually on a Wednesday. We're going to be having the party on a Friday in my time, so this is going to get uploaded when the party happens. So have a party every year on New Year's, so yeah. Anyways, with all that done, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the display, because this is what I'm gonna be videoing as my whole display. Here's my two wall controls. This one goes to the Viewfinder here, which we'll see in just a second. This is a new wall control I've never had before. It's a variable speed. Well, I did have one in the past, but that one decided to break down on me. But this one, I thought it was almost dead. So, but apparently it's not. I almost thought it was dead at first, but apparently it's not. So, I lucked out there. This one is just a 4-speed. Doesn't go to anything as of right now. But yeah. There's a reason why I have the lights off in this area, except for that one. Because of the lights, they're incandescent, and the shades are Casablanca glass. So, now, next two fans, two originals, a brown and a white one. Brown one, white one has a light kit. Brown Europa. Verde Studio Series, brass hip by Farmington. Then in the workshop, got a Relight Airmaster. Tat. And another tat. This one's a brown one, that one's a white one. Metal blades, wood blades. Now it's on a receiver that always resets, so, but these two are set to low on the wall control, on their control at least. That one, it obviously resets, so I have to figure something out on that. The Viewfinder set to low speed, while these ones are off. Or should all be off. Yep, they're all off. Hey, the Viewfinder started this time. By the way, this variable speed wall control has a low speed trim, so if I need to, I can adjust this low speed trim in case this stalls out. Occasionally it does, but it seems to do good most of the time. So yeah, I've only seen it stall out like 30 times since I put that up. So yeah, put these on low. The originals I never saw as for childhood. This I did. Family Video. Then these ones at Jumbo Buffet are still there, as you guys may know. For the Viewfinder, those aren't childhood at all. Turn these on. None of these ones were childhood at all. So out of the whole display, only two of them were childhood. That does actually start off on high, then go down to low. So yeah. Cool feature about that tat, or the remote at least. Mainly the remote. Yeah, that white windward tat actually started that time. I'm having issues with it stalling out when it's on its own control, or when it's set to its own settings. Obviously, I tend to stall out on me. Then the bathroom mini fan. See, works as intended. I think that might be up to its full low speed there on the Viewfinder. And I am going to show medium speed today. So let's go to medium. Everything except for the originals have a medium. Now I gotta find a medium for this view fan. So there's high speed right there. So right about there. That's where it's gonna stay for medium. Medium for the Farmington. Yep. It's a solid medium for the view fan. Trying to find a solid medium for these. Okay, that's high. Medium there. Medium. Now let's go through all the fans on medium, except for the originals because they're still on low since they're 2-speed. So starting off with the Brown Studio Series. It's definitely a solid medium there on the view fan. It's going pretty fast on medium. And these guys should be on medium as well. Yep. You may have saw I took down the Panama if I didn't mention that already. I replaced it with that Studio Series. So high speed now. Oh, it's gonna be a heck of a storm back there. Sure is though. These are staying up for the New Year party. Nothing's going to change. Maybe for the originals, those might change. But I'm not sure about that. The view fan's definitely going to be permanent. Don't plan to change this anytime soon. Because the look of it looks great. Look how it turned out here. Not a bad ear mover. Let me turn on this light here. That way we can see. We're also going to do spin down, which is going to obviously take forever. Almost forgot to bump these up to high. I was like, is that high speed on both of those? No, it's not. They were still on low. I totally forgot about those. Alright, time to go through these on high. Obviously, it's all the view fan on high. That's going quick. Same for the originals. Brown Studio Series. This is actually up in my room before the Xeno. Oh, it's shaking, that's why. It is hung by a box to mount it a lot easier. That's why there's a box there to begin with, is to make it mount a lot easier. Sneak peek, what's going to happen there. See? Got parts for it. You guys probably will guess what it is. That's a good workshop fan. The relight is doing too much. Don't know if I want to put one of the Gulf Coast cats up in a place of that relight though. I'm tempting to do that, but I'll do that later on though. Actually, probably should hit that. Let's run over to the other display. Off. Obviously, I know what's going to stop first is probably that white original. It's always been first since I've been doing these display videos. This is probably like my 5th take on this video, so yeah. It's the one with the squelch light that I'm thinking. It's going to be first. Keep an eye on that relight though, because the bearings are still shot on that one. That thing. Yeah, the white original's going to be first. White original stopped. And then I'm thinking the brown original or the relight. I'm thinking the brown original's going to be next. Okay, brown original stopped. Then the relight. Thinking the brown's going to be next because the bearings are still kind of shot on that. Even though it's new in box. It's not been up there it's been up there since Christmas, by the way. Yep, the brown stopped. Then the tat, the brown tat, obviously. Yep, brown tat stopped. Then the Farmington. I've done this multiple times, so I know what's going to be first and all that, and last. We obviously know the Viewfinder's going to be last. Bearings are real good on that one. Bearings are real good on that Viewfinder too, speaking of which. They're pretty good on both of them. Okay, Farmington has just stopped. I was not paying attention there, but I caught my eye before it stopped. Keep my eye on the Studio Series as well. You guys got an eye on that tat while I got my eye on the Studio Series. Looks like the tat's next. It really depends on when the Studio Series stops and the tat stops. If I turn off this display first, then that one's second, then the Studio Series stops first before the tat. But if it's the other way around, the tat stops first, then the Studio Series. But in this case, it's the tat, then the Studio Series. Yep, tat stop. Not tat. Studio Series. Yeah, the Viewfinder's obviously the winner. So yeah, there's that. Put these back to their normal speeds on where I keep them. Probably should close the washer for the party. We usually have parties down here in the basement. That's why it's all nice and clean on that side. But the workshop is not allowed for kids, so that's a good thing because my whole collection's back here. Okay, turn off the switch for that. The Viewfinder's still going. Just turn the tat on. Once the Viewfinder stops, I will end the video and then turn on the switch for these ones. So yeah, yeah, the bearings are definitely in pretty good shape on this Viewfinder, which is not normal for these type of Viewfinders for sure. All right, finally stopped. Time to turn on the switch. Yep, it started up. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, have a great rest of your day, folks, and peace.